Live from the Convocation Center on the campus of the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega, coverage of Nighthawk basketball is on the air. Good evening, everyone, and an early best wish for happy Thanksgiving. Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn, the Nighthawk Sports Network team here in Dahlonega. Another non-conference affair as the University of North Georgia men play host to their cousins from West Georgia. UWG coming in. The Wolves at 2-2, North Georgia at 3-1, and Coach Faulkner and company looking to keep the offensive flow from their last time out going tonight.
Battle of the Compass, we like to call it. There's no South Georgia is just a two-year school, I believe, and South and East Georgia are two-year schools, so could appropriately tag this as the Battle of the Compass. But yeah, you mentioned momentum. North Georgia in here on 3-1, winners of 3 straight as well. So momentum from a lot of different angles. Not only is their offensive flow getting better, but they're starting to get in the habit and understand how to win. I think it goes without saying, though, with no disrespect to the previous part of the schedule, that tonight's game is a little bit more of what the Peach Belt Conference regular season schedule is going to look like.
Right.
And is going to be a good litmus test for the Nighthawks to see if we can continue to improve our flow, again, offensive flow against even a little bit better and far-reaching defense.
Of note, the Nighthawks have done well thus far in the season on the boards. In fact, they lead all Peach Belt Conference teams in offensive rebounds per game, about 17 boards every time out. In fact, that also ranks them, I think, 5th in the nation at this point in the year. It was interesting for me to see how offensively things began to really pick up in the second half of the game against Southern Wesleyan on Saturday night. There seemed to be a flow to what the Nighthawks were trying to accomplish at that end of the floor.
Yeah, I think that, just checking the game notes here, that actually ranked 5th in the country in offensive rebounds.
Right.
And 7th in total rebounds. So what happens is you don't necessarily have to have a big tree in the middle to be able to get offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds is about a commitment to creating extra possessions. And how you do that is those mid-sized guards, those wings, if they can go in and get just tip outs. Not a lot of times you don't get credit for that first time the ball goes out, but whenever we gather that loose ball, that's that offensive rebound that we need that generates that extra possession. And so, you know, there's a lot of and that travels, Craig. That can happen every night. Every time the Nighthawks suited up, it doesn't matter how big or what other defense the other team plays. It's about the effort to try to get our hands on the ball for extra possessions. One thing I'm going to keep my eye on tonight is balance. You know, so we talk about flow and then balance. You've got Sean Hopkins averaging over 20 points a game. Right, so I get that. That's a great number. But we also have 6 players, including him, that average more than 7 a game. And so we're going to need some of those 6 a game, or 7 a game, 8 a game guys to be able to get hot. They don't need to average 14 a game, but I need one to score 14 tonight, and I need one to score 16 tomorrow night. And that way it takes a little bit of the pressure and off of Sean and gives the team just a little bit more balance.
Sort of a next man up approach.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is there's 6 guys, or 5 not counting Sean, that can do that.
Of notes on the West Georgia roster, their leading scorer, Markeel Smith, senior out of Miami Gardens, Florida, 27 points a game, 82% at the foul line, and playing 36 minutes per contest.
Yeah, they said that coaches talked to him before the game. They said that this guy can absolutely score it, and he can score it from every spot of the floor, not just a three-point shooter or not just a driver. Going to have to guard him as soon as he comes across the timeline, and going to have to guard him with different kind of players. Got to guard him with a guard, got to guard him with a big. But one thing to keep an eye on is the Wolves are not the deepest team in the country.
Right.
And so as we talked about, our depth, at least our scoring depth, we're going to need a couple guys that average 6 to score 9. We're going to need some guys maybe that are only averaging single-digit minutes to come in and give us some good defensive rotations.
All right, so glad that you've joined us tonight for coverage of Nighthawk basketball, not only on the Nighthawk Sports Network, but WGTJ Radio, Glory 1330 AM and 97.9 FM. We will step aside for a brief minute. When we come back, the starting lineups and your opening tip right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I'm a commuter.
I'm an actor.
I'm an intern.
I'm a researcher.
I am a senior.
I'm an athlete.
I'm a veteran.
I am a sister.
I'm a sophomore.
I'm a singer.
I am an educator.
I am a scientist.
I am a resident.
I am a writer.
I am a leader.
I am a cadet.
I am a volunteer.
I am a musician.
I am a tutor.
We are UNG.
The Monday morning status meeting leaves everyone in a state of boredom. That must be why they called it a boardroom. But you're putting a new spin on this week's meeting, because you've brought bagels. Fresh baked bagels. So, well done, my friend. Not only have you uplifted the vibe of the status meeting, you've upgraded your own status to hero. Save the day with bagels. Now it's even easier.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
Leadership is socially responsible, collaborative, and inclusive.
It's a process,
not a position.
The University of North Georgia
is a state leadership institution.
Here, the Leadership
Certificate program is open
to all students who want to enhance
their leadership knowledge,
gain practical skills, and become a
more effective leader.
A more effective leader.
You can get credit for your involvement in student organizations,
campus events,
community service, study abroad,
and many other campus activities.
Start learning how to understand your personal leadership philosophy.
Be part of a team.
Improve your communication.
Create an inclusive environment.
And make a difference in your community.
Make a commitment to yourself.
And become part
of the Leadership Certificate Program.
Because at the University of North Georgia,
you can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead where it counts.
And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. Starting lineup for Coach Faulkner tonight. It'll be number 2, Zez Steeple out of Homer, Georgia. Sean Hopkins, number 10. Number 21, Ephraim Shamanga. Number 22, Zach Cottrell. And number 33, Lanre Olatunji. Nighthawks 3-1. The Wolves of West Georgia 2-2. And we are ready for action. Gerald Blunt in the circle. And the tip is controlled by Ephraim Shamanga. Cottrell to Shamanga, top of the key. Down low they go. Olatunji bounce pass to Shamanga, back out on the wing to Steeple. Now to Cottrell. Shot clock at 9, 8, 7. All right, what can the Nighthawks dial up? That three-point attempt from Steeple off the mark. But Nighthawks get it back. New shot clock. Down low, intended for Olatunji.
Going to be a reach over foul.
And that will be against number 5, Willie Barnes, junior out of St. Pete, Florida. Inbound comes to Cottrell out front. Hopkins around it goes to Chimanga, drives, puts it up, and another foul.
First time that the ball has touched the paint. First possession, there was just a lot of perimeter movement. There was a post entry, but and we got to just try to get the ball into the paint, out, into the paint, out, into the paint shot attempt. But regardless if we come away on this possession with points or not, the fact that we've circled 2 fouls in the scoring book over there, it makes it a good first possession for the Nighthawks.
First one no good, second one is good, and their first point of the night, courtesy of Ephraim Chimanga. The other starters for West Georgia, Aaron Ulmer, number 0, Markeel Smith, number 13, Greg James, number 30. Out front to Ulmer. The drive by Blunt, shot is up and good, and the Wolves lead 2-1.
Blunt just bullied his way into the paint there, and nice quick explosion hop there for the deuce.
Cottrell just inside the arc, nestles it in, and it's 3-2 North Georgia.
Tells you how good of a shooter he is there because you don't normally see the backboard rim on a pull-up jump shot. Those are normally closer around the rim, floater type shot.
Nice defense here, and do we have a 5-second count or a timeout?
I believe he called a timeout.
Because the 5-second count was coming. And a 30-second timeout. And we will keep it right here. 3-2 your score, North Georgia. The foul shot by Ephraim Chimanga, the 18-footer by Cottrell. And that's where we stand. And to your point from the open, Lee, the fact that West Georgia will closely resemble Peach Belt competition is a good thing for the Nighthawks at this point in the season.
Yeah, because this is the last one, right? We are going to take a little bit of a break, and then the Nighthawks are going to, we've got a couple road. We've got at Francis Marion, and then one more non-conference at Emmanuel before it's strictly Peach Belt. But these guys look much like a Peach Belt team from just a physical presence.
Shot clock at 3, 2, 1, and at the shot clock buzzer, no good, but a rebound and follow, and give credit there to number 5, Willie Barnes.
Barnes has had better position than Lonray.
4-3, West Georgia. 17:45 to go, first half. Hopkins one dribble and leaves for Cottrell. He'll drive to the foul line. Right elbow shot, no good. The follow! Oh, nicely done. Ephraim Chimanga got the rebound and the follow in one fell swoop.
That's Ephraim, just great IQ, recognizing that the shot quality wasn't the greatest from Zach, so he made a really concerted rim run.
Three-point attempt, no good from Blunt. Ephraim the rebound in the corner. Cottrell fakes, now back out top. It goes to Hopkins. Sean in trouble, now gets it over to Cottrell. Steeple, 3 in and out, no good. Rebound to the Wolves.
Good extra pass by Cottrell there into it. That was a much more rhythm 3 by Zez instead of the first one, which was just trying to get off before the end of the shot clock.
Power move up, no good. Loose ball, Ephraim has it. Here come the Nighthawks through traffic. Leaves it for Hopkins, 3, right side, good.
Good job in transition of Ephraim going all the way into the paint, playing off 2 feet, squaring his chest up to the kick-out pass. Sean running to a spot in offensive transition, and anytime your best scorer can shoot a rhythm 3, that's great shot selection.
It's going to be a foul inside on Lonray as Barnes had position. Of note on that last transition down the floor, Ephraim was not in a hurry. No. And yet he still picked his way through 2 or 3 defenders.
Yeah, you encourage your guards to play at 4th gear. You want the optimal 4th gear. You want as hard as you can go in 4th gear, but you always need to have a little bit more, and you need to be able to have the ability to pull back and execute in third gear. You know, those out-of-control guards that are just in fifth gear with their hair on fire, those are the ones that lean to give you more turnovers than they do good plus plays.
Ulmer inbounds, and a three-point shot that barely touched the net. Markeel Smith, his first points of the night, and it's 8-7. North Georgia by 1 with the ball down low. Singleton, the under just in the ball game, unable to hang on there, and the Wolves have it. Chance to retake the lead. Barnes, loosely guarded, away to Ulmer. Underneath and around the horn they go to James. Back out front, shot clock at 5 in the hands of Markeel Smith. Works top of the key, left side of the lane, shot no good. Rebound Singleton, outlet comes to Shamanga. In the corner, Steeple wide open for 3.
Another great assist, just like the cookie cutter one before it. Ephraim 2 feet in the paint, squares his chest up to the shooter, passes out for the rhythm 3 from Zez.
They're going to give that foul to Sean Hopkins. I thought he might have had position.
Yeah, what was that, off of a ball screen defense there?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So timeout of the floor, we'll take one as well. 15:26 to go first half. 11-7 your score. North Georgia leading West Georgia right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even close claws.
We took your shortcut, which was a bad idea.
I can't believe that worked. No. I dropped the keys.
And we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
The UNG Campus Connection is your university bookstore. It's the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom, and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Campus Connection is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
4-point lead for the Nighthawks of North Georgia. West Georgia with the ball. Greg James will hand it to Aaron Ulmer. Out front to Blunt. Now they'll go down to Markeel Smith on the block. 5-footer up, good, and the foul.
He's a scoring machine.
Woo! Just as advertised. On the season, only 82% at the line.
Only?
Only.
That means he misses nearly 20% of his free throws.
And that was well timed. Touche. Nicely done.
Need a few more of those, maybe.
Nicely done. 11-9. Three-pointer Hopkins left it short. Rebound. There were a host of Wolves in position there. And getting the loose ball was Blunt into the hands of Ulmer. Drives, left-handed shot, no good. Rebound over the top by Barnes, up and in.
Barnes is just wearing our bigs out right now.
Tied at 11. 6'9", 275, a junior from St. Petersburg. He is a load. Ephraim drives around him, turns, lofts it up, no good. Singleton tried for the tip, but nothing doing. Smith to Ulmer on the left side. It goes to James, down low to Barnes. Barnes drives in, and that's going to be a travel. He was trying to bull his way over Deandra. That's a pretty good physical matchup right there.
It is. That's a lot of muscle.
Yep.
Camped out right there, nearly 600 pounds of it.
Deandra listed at 250. And Willie at 275. Singleton to Hopkins. Well outside, around a screen. Now to Ephraim, one dribble and over to Cottrell. Shot clock at 15. Back out top, Hopkins. Left side, Steeple. Zez will drive on Ulmer. Cottrell over to Ephraim. Shot clock at 5, 4, 3, 2, Singleton, 17-footer, nearly went, rebound, Hopkins and the basket.
Another good job of recognizing that the shot quality that we're getting is not the best. So we need to make rim runs on those to be able to, because there's a high probability that we miss those.
Quick basket there by Michael Zabatakis from Cumming, Georgia, a former West Forsyth.
How'd that go in? How'd that shot go in?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was caught up in the moment.
And what did you say the kid's name from West Forsyth was?
Zabatakis.
He just scored again.
And we're tied at 15.
I just wanted you to say the name again.
15 all. This is the just the second tie. Beg your pardon. Nope, third tie. Been tied 3 times. He goes to the line. So he went from being a Wolverine to a Wolf. Missing there. That foul on Blunt is first. Chimanga down the lane, trying to get it to Lonray and into the hands of the Wolves instead, and a slam dunk for Markeel Smith.
That's good defense, or good transition right there by the Wolves, just out quick, pitch up, making the extra pass.
Roderick English on the floor for the Nighthawks. Hopkins for 3.
Man, those are the ones you don't want to see him taking because he didn't receive the kick out very well. He actually had to dribble the pass to gather it. So that normally takes him out of rhythm, but Sean's such a good shooter that anytime he can get up a clean look without a hand in his face is something we want to see.
Nicely done. And a takeaway. Chimanga English shoots. Boy, tried to go in with the left hand, and I think he probably would have been just as well served on the right side. At the other end, another slam dunk, this one for Gerald Blunt.
Not quite sure why we don't just take it at the rim instead and force the defense to make a play there in a 2v1.
Wolves retake the lead 19-18 with 12 minutes to go. First half. English 3, good.
Buys him a little bit more time there. That's I like to see that he's got the confidence to be able to take the ball in and out. That's a good heady shot there.
3 no good. Rebound Olatunji. It's a Zez. 2-point lead for the Nighthawks and the ball in the corner, and a travel will turn it right back to the Wolves. With that, the under 12. 2-point advantage for the University of North Georgia. Stay with us. Back in a moment. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
Back court side here, the Convocation Center. With Thanksgiving just around the corner.
You got plans?
I will be heading north. I'll be doing a little reconnaissance work for you in the Steel City.
Okay. Let me know how that goes.
Yep. Markeel Smith had it taken away. Nicely done by
Block
Tyler
from the
Dean.
back, yeah.
Woo!
Former Georgia Wolf himself.
There you go.
Wolf himself.
Lonray had his pocket picked, and we come the other direction. Boy, that was a nice takeaway.
Yeah.
11-11 to go, first half. 2-point lead for North Georgia. West Georgia with the ball. Ulmer drives the lane. The leave down low for Blunt. Fakes, shoots, and misses. Rebound snared by number 20, Jack Howard, in the ball game for North Georgia. Zez drives the lane, the floater, and that was off the mark because he was impeded by his counterpart, Aaron Ulmer, a senior from Hayward, California. Do you know where Hayward, California is?
No, I don't do west of the Mississippi very well
I
geographically.
happen, oddly, to know exactly where Hayward is because it's in the East Bay of the San Francisco-Oakland Metro. And I've had a chance to talk with the fine folks at the city of Hayward about their broadband project.
Really? Interesting.
Small world.
Is it a big city?
Pretty good sized. It's a lot warmer there than it is in San Francisco, even though it's just across the water. Offensive foul
on the best
Smith.
player there.
Yes, sir. And he is not happy. By the way, Aaron Ulmer transferred from St. Mary's.
As in Division I, St. Mary's?
We'll do a little digging on that. There are a lot of St. Mary's out there.
Yeah, there are. D2 in Texas.
Yep. Olatunji turns, now gives it back to Hopkins, fakes, right back to Lonray. Shot clock at 3. Left-handed shot is good.
Man, it just feels like we're pulling teeth when the ball goes into the paint. I just wish that if we could just get Lonray, who's come so far, if we could just get him just to relax just a tick more, I really think his efficiency would go through the roof. Travel there by West Georgia gives it back to us, Craig. On your, I'll look on the live stats here, and you check your hieroglyphics. Is that the largest lead of the night?
I was just going to say, largest lead of the night.
Yeah.
We had been up by 4 at 11-7, and Lonray has given them a 5-point advantage.
That's what live stats are reading.
You are casting aspersions on my penmanship.
No, not your penmanship, just the format in which you register it. If I were to go into a cave in Egypt, I would expect to see like sheets of this on the wall. I mean, I don't know what you're writing down. It's just, it looks like
scribble.
Well, it looks like one of those like math charts, you know, that are in the restrooms.
It's a running score sheet.
It's like some sort of tic-tac-toe maze of numbers.
Oh Lord!
I'll just stick to the to the
electronic.
iMac, to the laptop over here. You do you.
I love it. Inbound comes to Howard in the corner. Lonray holding high. 9:40 to go, first half. 5-point lead. And that one would not go for Tyler Dean.
Clean look, though.
Yep. Quick three the other way, and it goes for Greg James.
And he gets that shot up really, really quick, really, really fast trigger. Got to make sure we find him in transition.
He is their leading three-point shooter at 52%. Oh, goodness. Oh, Lonray took the feed inside and was so excited about having a teammate that he could find for a layup that he took a little extra step.
Lonray found some space there against West Georgia's 1-3-1.
Wolves with the ball down 2, 9 minutes to go first half. Willie Barnes back in. James to Smith, Markeel. That one's good.
And that guy can play.
Woo! We are tied at 24.
It's a pure score.
It is an effortless looking shot. Howard, the fake on the wing, right side, bounce pass out to Tyler. In the corner, Cottrell fakes. Back to Tyler. Drives, shoots, no good. Lonray. One dribble, the fake, the left-handed shot. Boy, that is his trademark.
Did a good job of collecting himself there. Much more poise on that touch there. Didn't seem like he was trying to make his mind up too fast. A great little shoulder lift and finish with the left hand. That's the kind of poise you want to see him playing with.
Look at the steal by Jack Howard. Pass to Ephraim, right back to Jack. Fakes, drives to the right elbow. Now back to Cottrell. Three-pointer right side, good.
Great possession by Jack Howard there. Not only initiated with the steal, but used a lot of poise. Probably got fouled on his dribble penetration. Two-footed paint touch, right-handed kick out to a good shooter. Everybody becomes a great, good shooters become great shooters when they shoot in rhythm.
Markeel Smith missing a three-pointer from about 6 feet beyond the arc, and I'm not sure that he left the floor. In the corner, wide open, Cottrell, another three, good.
Man, we got this kick-out thing flowing right now. 2 feet in the paint, showing your chest to the shooter. That's third time for Ephraim there.
Don't look now, but an 8-point advantage, 32-24, North Georgia, the lead. 7:12 to go, first half. Wolves the ball, hook shot, no good for Blunt. And a whistle inside, that's another foul on West Georgia. That'll bring us to the under 8 timeout. 7:06 to go, first half. 32-24 North Georgia right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
Tonight's matchup is the 5th all-time meeting between these two schools. The Wolves with a 3-1 advantage in the series.
But it's been a while since we've played, right?
It's been a long while. I think 08 maybe.
Yeah.
So,
a decade.
Yep. It has been a decade. A lot has transpired in those 10 years. And one of the most recent things in Nighthawk basketball is being in a brand spanking new facility. Without question, I think it's safe to say the nicest in the conference.
I think so, for sure. Yeah, probably the region.
Yep.
West Georgia's got a pretty good one themselves. I believe they call it the Coliseum. It's kind of convocation-esque building that, being a fellow Board of Regents school, a lot of the things are similar.
Lonray at the line puts it up and in. One of the nice things that I appreciate every time that I come to do a game here is approaching the Convocation Center, the way that it sits.
Yeah, you turn right off of Morrison Moore, man.
It is an eye-catcher.
Got a great view, yeah.
Man. 1 of 2 for Lonray. It's 33-24. A lot to be proud of for the university. A long three for Markeel Smith.
Yeah, he is just good player.
33-27 your score, 6:40 to go in the first half. Howard for three, no good. Boy, there was a lot of contact, but no whistle.
1-3-1 they showed us. If they're going to allow Jack Howard to have rhythm three-point shots in the corner, that's something that we'll take.
Steal by Lonray, hands it to Rod English, drives, shoots, and would not go. That's going to be last touch by a Wolf. That was a very slow-moving play to get started.
I think Rod made a much better decision in transition there, not trying to be over-exuberant about jumping into the defensive player. Just took it until the defense allowed.
Whoa, a lot of contact coming.
I was ready.
Whew, man.
Hands up, I was in a stance.
We had about 3 big bodies coming our way in a hurry. Ephraim down the lane. Nice body control there.
What's that thing that you buy off of the home shopping network, like the Ninja slicing machine? That's what he does, man. That's offensive.
How about that?
On Smith there. That's going to be his second foul.
And you might see him go to the bench right now.
It's like that. Those, like, they're called like the ninjas. Those ninjas will turn a piece of fruit or vegetable into like 77 slices in like one movement. That's what he does to defenses.
He did it there. Right down the lane. The wraparound pass to Cottrell. Back to Ephraim, shot clock at 18. Cottrell fakes the 3, drives in. Now out front to Ephraim, down the lane. Floater up, no good. Oh. And a blocking foul inside
because
on.
The contact occurred within the charge circle.
Bingo.
Automatic block foul.
Yep. And that is on Taj Fraley just in the ball game, freshman from Snell. So Taj getting in the box score pretty quickly.
I actually have they got the computer here. I'm gonna provide some tidbits real quick.
And some nuggets of knowledge. First one good, by the way, for Ephraim. Chance to make it a 10-point advantage.
Oh, they've got like a whole Ninja Mega kitchen system.
Excellent.
So you could do lots of different things with them.
Ephraim got them both.
Interesting.
I love it. That is the largest lead of the night. 10 points. By the way, Zabatakis back in. He's got the ball for West Georgia. Leaves it for Ulmer. Aaron drive, shoots, no good. That was way off the mark.
Spun. He had a cleaner shot before he spun.
Ephraim will drive baseline and lay it in.
Caught him with the old ghost handoff there. Thought that we were going to hand it off to Sean, so the defense rises up. Ephraim kept his dribble alive and just turned the corner to a nice little finger roll.
Inside 5, Nighthawks by a dozen and taken away by Ephraim. Outlet to Hopkins. Sean left side on Zabatakis. Lost the handle, gets it back.
Swing it.
Lonray to Ephraim out front between the circles. Back to Sean, drives, dishes. Cottrell open for 3. Oh, doggone, gonna wave that off because Sean ran into number 40, Gerald Blunt.
Going to be his second foul, too. Had the ticky ball screen defense foul called about 10 minutes ago, early in the half. So now the two leading scorers for both benches are probably going to be spectators for the next 4.5 minutes.
Yep. Goodness. I'll tell you, and the 3 that didn't count for Cottrell would have been his 3rd.
Yep. On another 2-footed kick out, instead of just passing from in the air, we want to try to pass from having 2 feet in the paint.
Blunt left that one woefully short. Rebound to Howard. Works to the left side. Zabatakis defending. Bounce pass to Zez Steeple. He'll leave it for Cottrell. Out front. They swing it. Dean to Howard. Jack. Not sure how he got the ball to Tyler, but he did. Now gets it back. Shot clock at 8. Steeple. Foul line jumper. No good. It was a good look, but just hit the back iron.
Yep.
Bounded away. 39-27 with 3:45 to go. North Georgia on top. Blunt to the right elbow. Now Zabatakis will drive and contact. That's going to be on Cottrell, I believe.
Zabatakis is a true freshman.
Yep. We got the under 4. Shall we take it? I think we shall. 39-27, North Georgia leading West. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
NCAA TV and marketing rights fees. Where does the money go? Long answer, 96% of the revenue is used to fund 88 championships and support 1,055 member colleges and universities, who together provide $2 billion annually in financial aid to more than 400,000 student athletes so they can compete and learn. Short answer, we put our money where our mission is.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
A good first half thus far for the Nighthawks of North Georgia, looking for their 4th win on the year. They lead by a dozen over a very good West Georgia team.
It's going to be a pivotal final segment here. Coaches break games into segments based on media timeout.
Lob comes in to Greg James. Now Zabatakis gets it right back to him. Howard defending. Zabatakis with 10 to shoot, 3:25 to go until halftime. Down low, Blunt, 10-footer, air ball, right into the hands of Tyler Dean.
10-footer that went 12 feet.
It did. Maybe 12 and a half. One dribble for Tyler and away to English. Now Howard out front, right side. Dean drives, dishes back. English open three, left-hander would not go. Rebound Singleton, and they're going to call him for a little pre-rebound contact.
That's okay. That's he's trying to make up for. There's been a lot of pushing and shoving under the rim by the bigs for both teams.
Yep.
So that's I like to see the fact that he's in there trying to compete. The technique there is to put your shoulder into the back. Instead of a hand in the back, put your shoulder into the back and use your hand to go straight up behind the head and tip out. If you come away with a rebound, that momentum's going to push into the big. It's going to be a foul. You just want to root them under and tip that thing out.
3 minutes exactly on the clock. First one was good. Second one good as well for Gerald Blunt. And he has not missed a free throw all season. He's 10 for 10.
Ain't going to miss his next one.
How about that? 59. The hieroglyphics say it's a 10-point ball game.
So does the iMac. Hooked into the wireless.
2:55 to go first half. Howard for three, left side. Yes, sir.
Hands down. Shoot it over any hands down.
Jack preferred that it be a 13-point lead.
Me too.
And has made it. So,
that's a travel.
That's too much, and that would be Dang Nial just in the ball game. Redshirt freshman from Arlington, prepped at Wakefield.
That is illegal.
Yeah, it is, and Dang knew it.
Dang it.
He said, dang it. I dragged my pivot foot.
About 3 feet. My
knee moved.
And now I must play defense.
Indeed.
This turnover.
42-29, Nighthawks.
What a paint touch here, Gray.
English to Steeple. Behind the back dribble on Ulmer. Now Howard closely checked. Straightaway three up. Good!
Off the dribble, too. That's a low percentage shot, but taken by a great shooter, so you always like it.
16-point advantage for the Nighthawks of UNG. 2:02 to go until the half. Nial to Zabatakis. Guarded by Ephraim. Off balance. Oh, and a late whistle from the official furthest from the play.
Bailed him out there.
Goodness.
And this is one that Coach Faulkner won't argue very much because where the call came from, he kind of overruled the official of position. So he
Zabatakis makes the first on the season. Now 8 of 9 from the line. Make it 9 of 10. So he's a 90% shooter. A little quick Carolina math there. Is that right?
Is that what you get from Carolina?
47 to 29.
No longer.
Nope. Clock rolls, 1:35 until the half. Down low. Tommaso Gini has it blocked away. I beg your pardon, that was Taj Fraley.
Use it or lose it here.
Yep. And we will keep it right here. 1:25 to go.
Let's see what I can get on the team stats page. How much time, let's say 125 minus 20 is roughly 18 minutes 35 seconds.
Yes.
How much of that clock time has West Georgia led?
Oh, I would say, ooh, it's going to be, guys, not much. I would say that it's less than, I'm going to say it's less than 2 minutes. It may even be less than that. 55 seconds.
If we were playing hot and cold, I would have been warmer, colder. 1 minute and 44 seconds.
1:44. So the 2 minutes was
you should.
close.
Yeah, if you'd stopped there, then you tried to feature in too much Carolina math.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Good half by the Nighthawks.
That's pretty impressive.
We're going to get 2 offensive possessions out of this. Need 2 clean, doesn't necessarily have to score 2 clean looks, but really sandwiched in there by a stop.
Clock rolls, 1:13 to go. Nighthawks by 16. Ephraim drives. Howard, 3 short. Ulmer the rebound. Here come the Wolves with a minute and a second to go, first half. Zapatakis hesitates. Right side, and out front they go to James. It's going to be a reach in on Howard as James flew past. And that will send James to the line. Collectively, they shoot pretty well from the free throw line. He's 5 of 6 coming in to tonight, make it 6 of 7. Got them both. (47-33) your score. A little moisture being mopped up. I really like the new gizmo for
got a hashtag on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, slap a hashtag on it and just call it branding. And
Clock rolls, 45 seconds to go until halftime. Howard picks up his dribble, now needs help. Finds it in Tyler Dean. Jared Simmons on the floor for West Georgia. Shamanga has it blocked by Zabatakis out of bounds, and North Georgia will have 10 seconds with which to work. Zabatakis 6'4", but with the afro, goes 6'7", I'd say.
And rangy arms.
Yep, long arms. Inbound nicely done and laid in by Rod English.
Got him with a nice baseline outset, showed perimeter action, and Rod just made a hard cut to a post up.
That equals the largest lead of the night, 16 points. Fraley drives, the shot is up and good. Nighthawks will have one more shot. 49-35. 9-8. Shamanga with 6-5. Ephraim drives the lane, stops. Rod English for 3, it's up. It is no good, but a foul will send him to the line with 1 second left.
It's a bad foul.
That's a hideous foul.
West Georgia player there needs to recognize who's taking that shot.
That is Taj Fraley. He has as many fouls as he has minutes played in the first half.
Rod English is shooting coming into the game. Had not, until today, had not made a three, was 0 for 3. Made one earlier today on his second possession. So you just want to challenge high and hard. Rod did miss the first free throw here, but the chances of him connecting on a couple free throws are much more probable than the corner three.
Second one up and good. The 50th point of the first half. That is nice work by the Nighthawks. If he hits this one, it will equal the largest lead of the ball game, and he does. 51-35, and that is, I'm a little surprised that Wolves didn't try to get off a long shot there.
That's a low probability. I think that they recognize that they got guarded well and ran into a buzzsaw offensively. Let's just go try to regroup in the halftime here and come up with some adjustments.
51-35, Nighthawks by 16. Stay with us. We got to look at some numbers coming up straight ahead. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Leadership is socially responsible, collaborative, and inclusive.
It's a process, not a position.
The University of North Georgia is a state leadership institution.
Here, the leadership
Certificate program is open to all students who want to enhance
their leadership knowledge,
gain practical skills, and become a
more effective leader.
A more effective leader.
You can get credit for your involvement in student organizations,
campus events, community service, study abroad,
and many other campus activities. Start learning how to understand your personal leadership philosophy.
Be part of a team.
Improve your communication. Create an inclusive environment.
And make a difference in your community.
Make a commitment to yourself.
And become part of the Leadership Certificate Program.
Because at the University of North Georgia,
you can lead.
You can lead.
You can lead. You can lead.
You can lead where it counts.
The Monday morning status meeting leaves everyone in a state of boredom. That must be why they called it a boardroom. But you're putting a new spin on this week's meeting, because you've brought bagels. Fresh baked bagels. So, well done, my friend. Not only have you uplifted the vibe of the status meeting, you've upgraded your own status to hero. Save the day with bagels. Now it's even easier.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
Welcome back to the Convocation Center, the Nighthawk Sports Network coverage of UNG basketball. Tonight, the Nighthawks with a 16-point advantage at the break. Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn, the Nighthawk Sports Network team, and also on our fine friends at WGTJ, Glory 1330 AM, 97.9 FM. First half, offensively, was a lot of fun to watch for the Nighthawks.
And it wasn't their cleanest basketball yet. You know, I think when these guys figure it out and really know where each other is going to be on the floor, man, they're going to be super hard to guard. It's aided by the fact that they're shooting the ball really well.
Right.
But they're shooting the ball well because they're taking great shots. You know, the first thing I pulled off the box score is that they hold a 12-3 advantage in assists. So we've got 4 assists to their 1. That means our ball is moving a little bit better. And what happens when the ball moves better and you go in and get two-footed paint touch, when the ball comes out, those are much more probable shots to fall. And so those 12 assists have led to us shooting collectively as a team 50%. I'm sorry, better than 50% shooting.
Well, we can take a look as you're talking about those
57%.
stats. Let's take a look at those stats here. You know, you look at the field goal percentage in the first half. When you're 18 of 33, good things are going to happen. And there were at least 5 possessions where you talk about getting the ball into the paint and then kicking it out where they converted.
Yeah, and I know Ephraim's first 3 assists were 2-footed paint touches. Ball goes out for a rhythm 3. So anytime we talk about middle threes is a good shooting percentage. Well, we're at upper 5s right now, 57% from 3.
That's hard to comprehend. From the free throw line, 7-11, 63%. Turnovers in the first half. The Nighthawks took care of the ball, only 4 to the 8 committed by West Georgia.
Yeah, 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. Anytime that's over 1, that's a plus, especially with as fast as we play.
Right.
We've talked here in the half game show a lot about the quality of shots that we're taking and the fact that we're shooting and moving the ball well, but I think it goes with it's worth to say how well we've defended defensively. Now, it's been aided by their best player having to sit for a good chunk of the time here. He averaged 34 minutes, so in order to get his average, he's going to have to play every minute of the 20 in the second frame. But we're guarding really well. Aside from offensive putbacks and some root unders, we are defending really well on the perimeter, and we're really engaged in tendencies and trying to keep players out of what their strengths are.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the North Georgia half of the individual numbers. Stay with us. It's halftime. Nighthawks on top by 16. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
What is the Golden Eagle Band? Established in 1873, we are the oldest organization on campus. Excellence in music is our passion. Our spirit of brotherhood provides friendships that last a lifetime. We compete and perform just for fun. Join the tradition.
I'm a commuter.
I'm an actor.
I'm an intern.
I'm a researcher.
I am a senior.
I'm an athlete.
I'm a veteran.
I am a sister.
I'm a sophomore.
I'm a singer.
I am an educator.
I am a scientist.
I am a resident.
I am a writer.
I am a leader.
I am a cadet.
I am a volunteer. I am a musician.
I am a tutor.
We are UNG.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even close claws.
We took your shortcut, which was a bad idea.
I can't believe that worked! No, I dropped the keys.
And we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Back we are courtside. Nighthawks with an advantage 51-35 over West Georgia. Looking at the individual performances in the first half for the Nighthawks, a goodly number of guys in the scoring column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Led by 9 points from Ephraim Shimanga. And then the duo of Hopkins and Cottrell with 8. The duo of Olatunji and English with 7 each. 6 points for Jack Howard. A couple of really nice looking three-pointers. He had gotten into a flow there.
Yeah.
4 points for Zez Steeple and 2 for DeAndre Singleton. One of the things that we were talking about collectively, comparison between the two, points in the paint, an equally good job by both teams. West Georgia with a 2-point advantage there, 18-16. But points off the bench, the Nighthawks 15-8 advantage in that category.
Yeah, that's there's really not a bad number on the box score, to be honest with you, Craig. I tell you what, in the pregame show we talked about balance. You know, it's like Sean averages his 20, but we have, including him, 7 players that are averaging 7 or more points a game. Well, the box score, and we're kind of in search for balance. So Sean has only got. He's got 8 points tonight, so it's kind of on par for what you would expect from a rangy team like them. But what I take away from West Georgia, but what I take away from this is, as you mentioned, 8 players have scored, but we've had 5 different players make 3-point baskets. So in a scout, you've got guys that you want to close with high hands on and run off the 3-point line. Well, when there's 5 Nighthawks that are making shots, where do you help from? Yeah. Where do you help hard from? And so that has opened up, that's loosened things up in the middle for Londre to get some of those putbacks and to make his moves that require a dribble or two. So it's just that balance that we were searching for in the pregame show. At least in the first 20 minutes, we found it.
Nighthawks are out of the locker room. We're going to step aside, come back, and look at the West Georgia half of the box. Stay with us. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Everything in your hands, nothing in your way. A new and better way to manage and control all your money. You, exclusively by BB&T.
The UNG Campus Connection is your university bookstore. It's the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom, and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Campus Connection is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Back again as we continue at the half on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn. The Wolves have broken out of their locker room, as have the officials. And striding back onto the court, head coach Chris Faulkner of UNG, Josh Travis, David Pruitt, his assistants. Quick look at the West Georgia half of the box. And even in just the 14 minutes that he played, Markeel Smith, 12 points to lead the way for the Wolves. It is very easy, and it was evident from the first couple of shots why he's averaging 27 points.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to single-handedly try to get the Wolves back into this thing. You need a player like him to get into a rhythm early in the half, so watch for West Georgia to run a few sets, probably some ball screens to give him some space to allow him to kind of try to get going in the before the first media timeout.
6 points each for the duo of Gerald Blunt and Michael Zabatakis. 5 points in the first half for Greg James, 4 points from Willie Barnes, 2 points in the first half for Taj Fraley. Collectively, the Wolves 48% from the floor, 3 of 6 beyond the arc, and 6 of 8 at the foul line. If you were in the West Georgia locker room, yes, you know that you've got Markeel Smith chomping at the bit to get in the flow. Outside of that, what do you think the approach will be for West Georgia in the second half?
It's got to start on the defensive end. So, offensive lines can, when you transition offense to defense, if two-footed paint touches have been what have fueled our good shots, then I'm going to charge my guys to do a better job of sitting down defensively and keeping the dribble penetration out of the paint. And then just challenging shots with high hands and making teams score over us instead of driving around us and then out for a shot. And so I'm going to motivate my guys to let's be better on-ball defenders and keep the dribbler in front of us. Let's eliminate their paint touches, take more pride in keeping them out of our paint. And then let's try to get out and get running a little bit. They're not the deepest team. So right. I think, let's see, they played with foul trouble. They only played, they played 9 players.
But probably wouldn't have.
Yeah, so it probably would have been 8, a rotation of 8 without foul trouble. So, but now they're into that second 20. They're going to need to just keep their best players on the floor, especially the ones that are out of foul trouble. Focus on keeping the basketball in front of them off of the bounce, and then just definitely trying to get Markeel Smith going here early before the first media.
Conversely, the Nighthawks will look to keep that offensive machine rolling. 51 points in the first half, and they lead by 16 as we are ready for the beginning of the second half. And it will be Greg James to inbound directly in front of our broadcast position courtside. Glad you've joined us tonight on the Nighthawk Sports Network. And the second half is underway. Ulmer feeds that one to Blunt. Oh, he walked. Shot would not go. And they'll tip it back out to Smith. Back down to Blunt. Fakes. Smith will take the pass. Ulmer now works to the right side. I think we've seen 2 cases of happy feet and no whistle.
We talked in the pregame show about the value of offensive tip-outs. West Georgia gets them one on the first possession.
And that one will not go. Lonray clears the board. Nicely done, Mr. Olatunji. And here comes Steeple across midcourt. Zips it over to Ephraim. Works into the lane. Shot is up and good.
Dribble penetration. If I'm a West Georgia fan, I'm not happy. One ball reversal and just a slice to the middle of the lane, one-footed layup. That's not good effort by the Wolves, and good offense by the Nighthawks.
And a basket there to respond. 53-37. We've played just more than a minute here in the second stanza. Hopkins down the lane, now kicks it out, tipped away by Greg James. The Nighthawks will keep it with 15 on the shot clock. Bounce pass in, Hopkins 15-footer off the mark, no good. Rebound on the weak side to Gerald Blunt. Outlet to Ulmer up the court. Now zips it over to Markeel. Blunt 3 off the iron, no good. Battle inside. Lonray got a hand on it, tipped it. Ephraim heading the other way in a hurry. Chimanga now will wait on everybody else. Steeple between the circles. Hopkins left side. Cottrell for 3, short. And that rebound will go to Willie Barnes.
Good ball reversal by the Nighthawks, though. That's a shot we want to see Zach taking.
Ulmer to the right wing. Now lobs it to Blunt. Got behind Lonray and an easy basket.
Put the Smith on the far side. And so we can't really help off of him. So if we front the post with no help, That's a pretty simple pass, catch, and finish to a big.
Cottrell to Lonray. Olatunji in the lane. Shot is up. Good, and the foul.
Wow, I thought the whistle was for a travel. That's great poise to continue to play there off of 2 feet by the big man from Chat.
Woo! Goodness. 55-39. This would be the largest lead of the night, and not to be on this trip. Played 2 minutes in the second half. Wolves with the ball. Markeel Smith closely checked by Ephraim. James to Ulmer. Now on the left wing, out front. Blunt will drive the right side of the lane. Left that one way short. Olatunji to Ephraim. To 3-on-3. Over to Steeple. Now Ephraim works baseline. Bounce pass in the corner. Cottrell to Hopkins. 3.
Great extra pass by Cottrell there. Ball reversal under the rim to the corner. The pass up is almost nearly indefensible. Great pass by Zach to the best shooter for the Nighthawks.
19-point lead, short-lived on the basket at the other end by Greg James. But still a 17-point advantage, 58-41. Nighthawks the lead in the ball. Ephraim has it knocked away, gets it back. 16:54 to go in the ball game. Shimanga in the lane, over to Steeple, 3 left side, no good. And a rebound to Blunt for the Wolves. Up it goes, James. Back to Ulmer. Now Blunt will turn in the lane, lays it in.
Good move there by Blunt. 2-level move, used the dribble to get deep, then you backed down. Gave him the backside and a little spin move. That's a bad matchup for Zach there.
Cottrell misses. I'm still not convinced, though, that first move that Blunt makes is not a travel. Markeel Smith, 3, good. And a 7-0 run has made it a 12-point ball game now, 58-46. We played 4 minutes in the second half. Hopkins tries to answer. This one no good. Rebound to Blunt, and a chance to make it a 10-point game or single digits if they hit a 3. Backdoor cut, Markeel Smith. And a timeout. A 9-0 run by West Georgia. 15:46 to go in the ball game. 58-48, and we will take a break. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
We actually do just about anything that you ask.
We offer everything from design and branding all the way up to signs and banners, promotional products, digital signage, t-shirts, embroidery.
Cups, koozies, pens, magnets. There's 25,000 items out there we can do.
A lot of people don't know that we can handle all that, and we can look at the customer and say, yeah, we do that.
Teams back on the floor, and West Georgia, as you thought they would, has made a push, and they did so pretty quickly because we have played just more than 4 minutes, 4:14 to be exact, and a 9-0 run has made it a 10-point game. Steeple, top of the key to English, right side. Bounce pass away to Hopkins. The basket here would do a world of good.
I'd like to see us get to the free throw line and just slow the game up just a little bit.
Olatunji had it knocked away, but right back to Hopkins. Shot clock at 4. three. Sean with two. Fall away 15-footer. No good. 15-15 to play. Howard in the game for North Georgia. Ulmer to Smith. Fakes, drive, shoots, scores.
And that guy just gets to the basket at will.
Well, I think the quote from Coach Faulkner in your pregame chat was he can shoot and hit from anywhere.
Yeah.
And he can. Hopkins to Howard. Bounce pass, Olatunji, one dribble in the lay-in.
There we go.
Nice backdoor cut by Elon Ray.
Nice poise by the big man, too. Anytime the big has to use his dribble, it raises a little bit of alarm, but Elon Ray did a good job of staying on balance and finishing.
Ulmer works to the right elbow. Now James to Blunt. I'm telling you, happy feet every time he begins a move. Ulmer zips it over. James, three-pointer left side, way short, offensive rebound. And that's Niall in the game.
You asked earlier what I would employ West Georgia to do to get back in this game, and that would be to create extra offensive possessions, which they did right there twice on that one possession.
Time for the under-16 media timeout. 60-50, 10-point game, 14-15 to go. Back in a moment, right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Now you have it. Everything in your hands. Nothing in your way. A new and better way to manage and control all your money. You, exclusively by BB&T.
The UNG Campus Connection is your university bookstore. It's the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom, and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Campus Connection is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
And we are back. 14-15 to play in the ball game. 10-point lead for North Georgia. West with possession. It'll be Ulmer on the baseline to inbound. Does so to Markeel Smith. Greg James, one dribble and back to Markeel. Three, up, good.
Baseline out, a 1-4 flat, pops him up, then gives him space with a flare screen.
7-point game. A lot of basketball left. Hopkins to answer, good. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, sir. Now let's get some stops. We got to string up some stops.
Yep.
Turn this into Monday Night Football.
Dang to Markeel, offensive foul.
On the screen, though, not on Smith.
That would have been huge. Markeel listed as 6'4". Long legs, not a long torso, but long legs.
Yeah.
10-point lead for the Nighthawks with the ball. Hopkins on the right wing, closely checked by Markeel. Howard fakes the three, top of the key, lost it. Wolves had it. Boy, that might have been a travel. Ulmer right down the middle of the floor, works the left side of the lane. Down low, Blunt up, no good, gets his own rebound, one dribble and lays it up and in.
Can't keep giving them second possessions every time. And can't let Blunt catch it that deep into the paint either.
63-55, 13 minutes to go. Hopkins elevates, 17-footer, no good, but a foul will send him to the line. That's a personal on Gerald Blunt out of Atlanta, Georgia, and the Pomfret School.
Say that again.
Pomfret. Never heard of it.
No, me neither.
Inquiring minds want to know. As Hopkins puts it through.
I know that Sean made his first free throw.
It's a boarding school in New England, Connecticut.
That would have been a long commute.
Goodness gracious. What time would you have to catch the bus?
Is there a bus that does that? What time would you have to catch the sonic boom?
Waiting on the Concorde, going to Connecticut.
Pick me up at Hartsfield Jackson.
They are the Griffins.
I'll take a one-way to Pomfret.
The Pomfret Athletic Program mascot is the Griffin. Blunt. Now to Markeel. Fakes. Stops. Boy, he wanted to shoot so badly.
And he's going to. He will be getting his before the night's over.
Yep.
Stats are showing number 5 for them with 4 fouls, so that's taking a team that's not necessarily overly deep and making them just a little skinnier.
Fall-away jumper, in and out, no good. Tip follow, though, will go for Dang Nial.
Good rim run by number 2 there.
Howard inside the arc. Now to Ephraim, lost the handle. And a travel as DeAndre collected the ball. I'm not sure that he did.
His defender dove for it. DeAndre was able to pull it away from the floor, and he saw just green pasture in front of him and open space. And so we just kind of got a little quick there.
By the way, the last thought on the Pomfret School. It's an independent coeducational college prep boarding and day school in Pomfret, Connecticut, serving 360 students, grades 9 through 12, and postgraduates.
Oh, okay.
In a rural setting. So that's all and more than you ever wanted to know about the Pomfret School. That was a new one on me. 65-57. Blunt hits over the top of Singleton, and it is a 6-point game.
I knew it wasn't in the greater Atlanta area.
No, that was just not a name I'd ever heard. Hopkins zips it over to Tyler Dean. One dribble and away to Howard. Around the horn they go. Ephraim on the left side. Out top, Dean. Back to Shimunga. 8 to shoot. Now 4, 3. Ephraim to the hoop, puts it up and in.
Ninja food processor.
I'm telling you. At the other end, oh, it's going to be a block on Singleton. Much to the chagrin of the Nighthawk faithful.
It was a great job of taking it by the big man. Did a good job in defensive transition of getting back to the spot. Just needs to be aware where that charge circle is, because that's probably a charge. Just if it happens behind that line, it's a foul.
Let's take a break. The under 12 is upon us. 67-59 North Georgia. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Goodbye, LA, until another time. When can we call it love? I think we've crossed the line.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia mountains.
The Monday morning status meeting leaves everyone in a state of boredom. That must be why they called it a boardroom. But you're putting a new spin on this week's meeting, because you've brought bagels. Fresh baked bagels. So, well done, my friend. Not only have you uplifted the vibe of the status meeting, you've upgraded your own status to hero. Save the day with bagels. Now it's even easier.
67-59. Some thought that perhaps Mr. Singleton may have been set up outside of that arc.
Those of you that are watching on YouTube can grab the little cursor there at the
zip it back.
Pull it back a couple minutes.
Yep.
See what you think.
Yep.
Be the judge.
I'm liable to do that when I get home.
Unfortunately, we don't have that luxury here at this level.
Nope. I'm going to do that as I watch Oak Island tonight.
Watch what?
Oak Island.
What is that?
Oh, dude. It's the search for gold.
Wow.
In Canada.
What channel?
The History Channel. That one no good from Ulmer. It's addictive television programming.
Better check out here.
67-60.
I'm smelling a Nighthawk run, aren't you?
Yeah, it's due, and that is going to get it started. The basket by Shamunga, and the foul.
Ninja food. Somebody just turned a turnip into 77 pieces.
That is perfect for Ephraim.
It's like you just turn your head and it goes from being a full eggplant to like crumbles of it.
And it's back to a 10-point ball game. Smith double teamed. Now back to Ulmer. Blunt.
Wow.
Oh, goodness. Bowls over Singleton.
I think the foul's on the dig in from the perimeter from Sean. Going to be his third. But 3 with 11 minutes to go is not necessarily foul trouble.
Nope.
Zabatakis was on the perimeter. Sean was on him. Sean was digging off just to deter the dribble penetration, and you just want to show that hand and not put it on the arm.
And up and good. 70-62. Hopkins for 3 off the iron, no good. Battle for the loose ball. And last touched by Zabatakis, and so it will remain with North Georgia. He and Howard were going at it for the loose ball.
I think we got a good break there.
Yeah.
I thought that was off of Jack. Second time I've done that.
By the way, Oak Island, it's a small wooded island just off the coast of Nova Scotia. Said to be the hiding place of mysterious buried treasure. An ominous legend says that 7 people must die before the treasure can be found. So far, 6 have died.
Is that fiction?
No, it's real.
And 1.
Singleton puts it in. You called it a moment ago. This is the beginning of that Nighthawk run.
2 paint touches. Ephraim just taking it to the paint himself, absorbing contact and finishing. And now a great post entry bounce pass, forcing the defense to come over the top. DeAndre just took it right into the help defender.
And nicely done at the line. DeAndre completing the 3-point play. 73-62, 10:45 to go in the ball game. Markeel away to Zabatakis. Blunt backs in, hook shot up, good.
He's a man.
That's a
he is a grown man in there.
Pretty good looking jump hook.
Yeah. Keep the ball moving here.
Ephraim down low. Singleton turns, shoots, had it partially blocked. Out of bounds though, last touch by Blunt.
Another good post entry, but you don't want to have to see Singleton create his space on his own.
Ephraim got to hurry, gets it into
swing.
Cottrell. Hopkins drives the right side of the lane, off balance, high, no good. Rebound, Singleton to Hopkins. One more time, steeple for 3, would not go. Blunt to Ulmer. Here come the Wolves. Behind the back dribble by Aaron. 10 minutes to go, midway through this second half, and an offensive foul.
Ball screen, illegal ball screen. You got to be caution against those after dribble handoffs, because a lot of times dribble handoffs get interpreted as ball screens. And so if you hand it off and keep your body moving, that's going to be an illegal screen. That is a foul. And so a lot of well-coached defensive teams will either just hard switch the ball screen so there's no interaction,
right,
or if you're going to try to stay with it, if you're guarding the guy that is receiving the ball, any contact you get, you need to try to play through it. That should be a foul on the offense.
Steeple to Lonray up front. Zez to Hopkins, works the right side, 17-footer. Oh, it would not go, but a foul on the Wolves.
I know Sean is our best player, but dribbling laterally away from the basket into a pull-up jump shot, you can't foul the jump shooter in that scenario.
Hopkins at the line, good. %78% at the line coming into tonight for Sean. Got them both, and it's an 11-point lead. (75-64), 9:35 to play. Greg James just beyond the foul line, no good. Rebound, Shamanga quickly the other way. Ephraim down the middle of the floor. And that's going to be a reach in on Greg James, and he is in complete disbelief on the whistle.
His first foul.
Never committed one ever.
I mean, it's probably a good thing that he did foul because he was about to get put in the food processor. And he was going to come out as green bean casserole.
Oh.
It's just uncanny
It's
what he does
yeah.
off the dribble.
Yep. First one good. 76-64.
Have you seen like where mice can fit like under doors, like
yeah,
that's what he does against defenses.
Yep.
It's just like a gap that big, he will just morph his body through it.
77-64 North Georgia. Blunt from 18, no good. Rebound Lonray. Outlet comes to Steeple. Zez across half court. Looks to the right side, guarded loosely by Aaron Ulmer, and this could be on Markeel Smith.
It is. Sean post up. They got him on the hold. I mean, that's just a whistle where both coaches, when they see Smith guarding Hopkins, they just, when the whistle happens, they just hold their breath, hoping that it's not on their colored jersey. It'll be his fourth foul.
Yep. Dang Nial in to replace Markeel. And Sean got that one to bounce in. 78-64.
His 18th point already. I'll tell you how efficient he's getting. That's his 18th point on just 12 shots. Ephraim, unreal. Ephraim's got 18 points on 7 shots.
And I think that Greg James may have gotten a bit of blood on his jersey. It's being cleaned behind the Wolves bench. And meantime, number 3, Jared Simmons, freshman from Newington, Connecticut, is on the floor. Second one, no good. Zebatakis the rebound. Away to Ulmer. Backdoor cut, Zebatakis up, no good. But a foul sends him to the line.
I thought it was pretty good defense there, chest to chest.
Yeah.
So the coaches are all telling Lonray, great job, and I agree with that. He's got as high as he wants to go. It doesn't have to. He can leave his feet.
First one good for Zebatakis. That breaks a 5-0 run by the Nighthawks. They'd gotten it back up to a 14-point advantage there after having it whittled down to 6. 1 of 2 for Zebatakis. Cottrell. The rebound. Hopkins, top of the key, zips it over in the corner. Cottrell baseline through double team, up and in.
I know Zach made a great move, but that's a great aggressive ball reversal by Sean to allow Zach to use a head fake and get numbers 5v4.
Oh, and through the wickets of Mr. Simmons. And out of bounds to the Nighthawks. Singleton gets it in to Steeple, who works across half court. Approaching the 8-minute mark here in the ball game. Howard down the lane, the pass. Shot would not go for Cottrell, but a whistle.
Handoff to a turn the corner. Paint touch, post drop off, and then Zach did a great job of using the lift off a two wide feet base, using the lift to get the defense up, and then playing through the defender in the air.
Cottrell right through from the foul line, 81-65. Markeel Smith back on the floor, as is Willie Barnes.
Smith doesn't go out again.
Nope. No way, no how, unless he fouls out. Second one from Cottrell, no good. And boy, that was not what you wanted, as Tyler Dean tried to snatch the rebound out of the hands of Willie Barnes and commits the foul.
Fortunately, we're not near the bonus yet, so. All right, guys, need to focus here on getting to the end with some quality defensive possessions.
Inside 8 minutes to go, down low, the pass intended for Blunt, out of bounds. And the under 8 media timeout. It is the Nighthawks 81, the Wolves 65. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I'm a commuter.
I'm an actor.
I am an intern.
I am a researcher.
I am a senior.
I am an athlete.
I am a veteran.
I am a sister.
I am a sophomore.
I am a singer. I am an educator.
I am a scientist.
I am a resident.
I am a writer.
I am a leader.
I am a cadet.
I am a volunteer.
I am a musician.
I am a tutor.
We are UNG.
The Wolves have broken their huddle, the Nighthawks doing likewise. 7:56 to go, and the Nighthawks have maintained their offensive pace from the first half.
Yeah, I don't think West Georgia's doing anything different defensively. We're just we're getting committed to ball reversal and paint touch, and running good set action. Here comes a good high ball screen. That's our secondary set.
Beautiful pass. Give the
Layup.
assist to Shimunga, who found Deandra Singleton on the right block.
Still going to be tough. I mean, if we can pair this with committed defensive effort, it's going to be really tough to beat.
Back to an 18-point advantage. Markeel Smith works the right side. And that one will not go, and a foul inside over the top. Blunt, because Cottrell had position.
Yep. Again, there he was trying to grab the ball instead of, you want to train him to tip out. Try to put two hands on it, that's a foul. But if you can reach that hand in and get the ball out, then.
Cottrell 3 of 5 at the line. Make it 4 of 6. And a chance to make it a 20-point ball game right here. And he does.
Buckets.
85-65, 7:20 to go. Greg James drives the left side of the lane off the glass, no good. Blunt, or beg your pardon, that is Willie Barnes. Cottrell with the rebound and a foul on Barnes. And he is done for the night. Dang Niall will replace Willie in the lineup.
A little bit of an unfortunate foul there. He did miss 2 bunnies.
Yeah.
Probably got hit a little bit on the arm, and then just after he missed the second one, we had secured the defensive rebound. He just tried to poke it away. A little bit of a frustration foul.
Singleton settles in at the line. And that one no good. Deandra from Stevens County.
Indians.
Excellent. 1 of 2 for Deandra.
Same mascot branding as the Kansas City Chiefs, who I think they just scored another touchdown.
Wolves with the ball. Niall gallops in. Thought that was going to go. They're going to charge Cottrell with a foul. Dang settles in at the line. And on the season, let's see how many attempts Dang has. That would be only his 3rd. He's now 2 of 3. Make it 3 of 4.
He went from a 50% free throw shooter to a 75% free throw shooter.
Jumped up to 75%.
In one fell swoop.
86-67, 6:35 to go. Tyler Dean, Shamunga in the lane. The lead for Singleton has it knocked away. Loose ball, scramble. Deandra goes to the floor and gets it. Yes, sir.
I think he called a timeout.
The big guy makes a dive for the loose ball and gets it. How about that? I love it.
Is it a jump ball or a timeout?
Are they going to give the timeout? I love that.
Yeah, first to the good things happen on first to the floor, right?
That's it. How about that? They're going to give the timeout.
Yeah.
We'll keep it right here. 30-second timeout. 6:24 to go. 86-67. And the pass that he had made had been knocked away. And Deandra was at the right elbow, saw the ball on the floor, went and got it.
Now we got to make sure that we're attentive here out of this timeout because we're coming down to a short shot clock. 3 ticks.
How many times does a team come out of a timeout like this completely oblivious?
Well, more times than they should, especially after an energy play like that. They're all pounding the under in the chest there. Great job. It'll be interesting right here. I bet we throw an entry pass at the rim here. Are we going to loop Deandra into a post up?
You got Deandra, right elbow. Cottrell goes in motion. Tyler Dean, bounce pass to Singleton. Ephraim, floater, 15-footer, good!
You just got food processed.
88-67, equaling the largest lead of the night. The Nighthawks are century mark bound. Blunt, hook shot, good, and a foul on Singleton will send him to the line for the three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, great film cut segment for Singleton there. So he did a good job of trying to wall up, but you got to wall up with 2 hands. You can't put one up and an arm bar. It's got to be 2 hands to the roof.
Steeple, Olatunji, and Hopkins back in. Good minutes for Tyler, for Jack Howard. Singleton. Blunt at the line. Up and in. 88-70. Nighthawks with the ball. Cottrell, Shamunga. Bounce pass to Olatunji, left side. Back to Ephraim. Through traffic. Zips it to Lonray. Lost it. And here come the Wolves and a reach in by Lonray.
No sense in that foul there. Lonray probably got caught a little bit off guard by the Ninja. I mean, it was just It went in as a tomato and came out as
Puree.
spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, puree.
And he just wasn't ready for it, and then just a little frustration reach in, which you can't do. And, 18 points, nearly 6 to go, is you can't let them score at the free throw line with the clock not running. But
Greg James missed only his second free throw of the year. Floater, Hopkins, you bet. 90 to 70. 5:25 to go. Ulmer to Blunt. Works on Olutsunji. Hook shot, no good. A little too far out for that.
And a better shot challenge by Lonray.
Yep.
There.
Shimunga walks it up over to Steeple. Zez to Cottrell. Pass to Hopkins, 17-footer, short. And gets his own rebound, zips it to Cottrell. They'll reset. Shimunga as we move inside 5 minutes to play. Hopkins will leave it for Ephraim. In the lane, up, no good. Rebound, Lonray, and the follow. Biggest lead of the night. 92 to 70. Greg James intended that for Dang Nial, and Dang had moved. And the pass went to where Dang had been. And it's out of bounds to the Nighthawks.
Ultimately ended up in the near the Gatorade cooler stand.
And that's a nice looking Gatorade cooler stand, by the way.
I just don't like whenever the ball goes that way and somebody's trying to make an effort play to save it. I just really worry about.
Well, bad things can happen.
Yeah.
There are, anytime you've got metal that close to the.
And large quantities of water on a wooden floor.
Not good. Well, we'd all be mopping.
Yeah.
Cottrell to Shimunga. Out front, Hopkins guarded by Smith. Cottrell with 15. Now Steeple away to Hopkins. Well out on the right side. Ephraim with 10, 9, 8. Ephraim to the foul line. 10-footer. Good. They're going to wave it off.
Zach tipped it in. I think the ball was sitting on the rim. I think he knows it.
It was in the cylinder. Doggone it. I think it was going to, I think.
It might have.
It would have fallen through. 4:02 to go, 92 to 70. So tantalizing, though, to want to help it back in.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to let the spaghetti sauce simmer.
James a long three.
Needed a little bit more time on the stove there.
That's Italian. 3:40 to go. Steeple bounce pass Hopkins to Cottrell. The clock is your friend. 3:33 to go. Steeple had to go through his hands, tried to save it, did so to Hopkins. 10 to shoot. Now Cottrell. Baseline, corner, left side, Shimunga.
You know what they're doing is they're becoming so unselfish with each other. It's
Yep. Whew. I like the chemistry.
Yeah.
95-73, equaling the largest lead of the night. 3 minutes, 3 seconds to go. Markeel Smith behind the back dribble, three-pointer, no good. Dang Nial is fouled by Cottrell.
Not quite sure why the fans that are here for West Georgia hoop and holler every time Smith makes a move that just doesn't result in anything. I mean, it's like.
It's wasted.
Yeah, it's save your energy.
Yeah.
There's no score there.
Yeah. Let's do the under 4, shall we?
I'm in for it.
3:01 to go, 95-73. Nighthawks by 22 on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
get in the way, and disrupt the situation.
Codify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Nighthawks have been an offensive juggernaut tonight. They lead by 22, 3:01 to go. The Wolves of West Georgia made a nice run early in the second half.
What'd they get it to in the second
Got
half?
it down to 6 if memory serves. Let's see. They cut it to 67-60. Cut it to 7. 95-73. Hopkins, steeple, 3, corner, good. Wow.
What?
Oh, wow. Zabatakis with an elbow to the face of Steeple. That's uncalled for. That is uncalled for. The teams have gone to their respective benches. And probably a good thing because Steeple had defended tightly.
Well, it's back to what we were talking about. The crowd makes this loud hooping and hollering over a dribble move.
Yeah, nothing.
It's
2:38, and you're hearing some of the partisans expressing their opinion. I tell you, Zez went down like he had been hit by a train. You take a shot to the face like that.
I just don't understand why we can work. I don't understand why we get so worked up over just a dribble move.
Yeah. Technical foul has been assessed on Zabatakis. Okay, and that was a dead ball.
Should be point of interruption, so both teams should shoot free throws. And then we got.
We just got the clarification. The shots being taken by Zabatakis were as a result of the initial foul by Steeple. Now the dead ball technical foul shots will be taken by Sean Hopkins for North Georgia.
Yeah, basically just point of interruption.
Yep.
So they're going to insert 2 free throws by North Georgia. The crowd might cheer pretty loudly.
Yeah.
If we make both of these.
Yep. By the way, I have it on good authority as we see point number 99 on the first foul shot by Sean Hopkins. And there is your 100. Last time the North Georgia hit 100 plus against anybody not named either Lander or Emmanuel. You have to go back to December 16th of 2016 versus Augusta. That little tidbit courtesy of Walker McCrary. Thank you, Walker.
Nighthawk fans can check Twitter. Can see that he is upstairs doing about 7 jobs.
How about 17?
Yeah.
100 to 75.
He's like the NSN food processor.
Yeah. In the lane, the floater would not go. 2:22 to play. Ulmer will drive, puts up the floater, and a whistle.
So I think that all that could have been avoided had fans not made such a big deal out of a dribble move 75 feet away from the rim.
Yeah.
Unless, and I've been around basketball for a while, unless there's been a new rule that a hesitation juke move is worth 21 points. I haven't seen that into the rule book.
Anywhere.
It's not worth getting that worked up over.
I agreed. By the way, there is a pool going on up in the master control. The staff looking for the over-under on the number of mentions of food processor or food processing.
Well, there's 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. And all of my food processees are on the bench. So whatever the number at, it's probably going to settle there.
Walker's taking the under. Oh, goodness, 100 to 76.
Although Quincy can get you putting the ninja real quick.
Yeah. Singleton. Double team, moves to the hoop, leaves it. English goes up.
Wow.
Zips it right back on the wing. 3 up, left that one short. Singleton the rebound. Portier drives, has it blocked away. Saved momentarily by English. But going to the Wolves, by the way, on the floor. Now for the Nighthawks, Acton Shirley. (100 to 76). Zabatakis away, gets it back. 3 is up and no good. Shirley tipped it out. Nial, though, comes up with it for the Wolves.
Nial plays with a nice motor.
Yeah. 178. Tyler Dean, 3. He got tired of seeing that 100 up there. He needed some more points. All out of bounds, and it will stay with West Georgia. Jordan Mount, sophomore from Carrollton, on the floor for the Wolves. 6'11", 285. It's a big one.
Yeah. Matching up against Acton Shirley, 7-footer right now. That's like
pretty good pair.
Dang, they're 14 feet of player.
Yeah. And the whistle sending the action to the other end of the floor, and the officials closely monitoring what was about to come out of the mouth of Mr. Simmons, who was
trying to keep everybody just let's get it to the end here.
Copacetic.
Unless there is a crossover dribble hesitation that's worth 25, then our turkey is going to taste a little bit better.
And the stuffing and or dressing, depending upon your preference.
It's dressing.
Well, you know the difference. Stuffing is in the bird. Dressing is prepared in a separate dish.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the stuffing. Oh.
104 to 80. Final 30 seconds of the ball game. In the corner, English, and a travel will send it back the other way with 27 to go. Nighthawks are going to improve now to 4-1.
And a nugget provided by Sports Information Ninja himself states that the last time we did that was in 14-15. Guess how many wins we had that year?
22.
15.
15.
15 and 11.
All right. And that is going to be your ball game, 104 to 80. The Nighthawks knock off the Wolves of West Georgia. We're going to take a break, be back to wrap things up. Stay with us. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
I want everyone to rally behind such a great cause for Make-A-Wish. It's not just for us, and it's not just for the school. It's for the kids that we'll be helping. It's for them.
And it's not just raising money for a charity. It's raising money to make this kid's dream come true.
I never, still to this day, would have thought that it would have touched me the way that it did that day. To truly say that it was a life-changing moment for myself is true. And I think it was for our program, our team, and our university. It was truly one of the most memorable experiences of my coaching career.
You really just see the community come together to make this event special and make it unique. And I think that's one thing that we like to try to brand ourselves with here at UNG is we're unique, and we like to do the special, small things that make children's lives and dreams come true.
Enough. Yeah, I'm over it.
We shouldn't need commercials to tell you we're powerful.
No thanks. Genders don't play sports. Athletes do.
Nighthawks break the century mark, knocking off West Georgia 104-80 to improve on the season to 4-1. Craig Corbin, Lee Glenn, and a lot of positive basketball tonight for Coach Faulkner's Charges.
Yeah, highlighted by 13 of 24 from three for over 50%. I mean, that's good basketball. Anytime you can make more than half of your three-point shots, and they defended well. They did give up 80 points, but it was a lot of that was just easy baskets late in the game. Balance. We asked for balance in the pregame show. We got it. Yeah. Sean Hopkins was able to get his. He did end up with 23 points, but Ephraim also had 23 on just 11 shots.
Wow.
Lonray was a perfect 6 for 6 from the field for 13 shots, rounding out our. Zach also added double figures with 13 of his own. So it was holiday breaks, man. You always want to end your last one on a positive note. So going into Thanksgiving and then in turn going into Christmas, you want to win that last one to make that food taste a little bit better.
And the Nighthawks will start conference play on the road at Francis Marion December the 1st. Meanwhile, the next broadcast right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network, the women of UNG playing host to Clark Atlanta. The Panthers come calling on the 28th, and we will have that for you right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Time to thank all the folks that have made this one possible. Lee, no better way to get into the Thanksgiving holiday than a nice effort by the guys here tonight.
Yeah, even all of us that are just kind of on the Nighthawk and part of the Nighthawk Nation, it just all makes us feel good to get to this break on a good note. You throw every resource you have, and all of the times that you're understaffed and all the times that you just got way too much on your plate, and it's going to make the next 4 days that we actually get to break off and get away with our family just a little nicer.
Absolutely. On behalf of Lee, Coach Faulkner, the Nighthawks, everybody here on the Nighthawk Sports Network, this is Craig Corbin saying again your final score, North Georgia over West Georgia, 104-80. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.